So your boy is doing a Q&A. I got my phone, that's all I need. I've got this massive ring light blinding me in the face, and I've got you guys. So, let's just jump into this. Okay, so it's your boy. I don't have my goggles on at the moment, they're upstairs. I've just got crazy stuff today, like crazy stuff. It's like Christmas for me today. My MacBook Pro came. It's obviously, this is my first video on YouTube. I love this light in here, look. This is a new chapter in the adventure that is social media. If you're not from TikTok and you genuinely just found me on YouTube, then this is gonna be a little bit crazy for you, because you're gonna be like, why the hell is he wearing goggles? Ooh. Can't find them. Well, I can find them. I've got a bag of goggles. I just don't know where my black ones are because it goes with this outfit. 1 second. That's quite embarrassing. They were literally just up in front of me on my ring light. Let me just set this up a little bit. So, I am, so obviously I'm doing a Q&A because, you know, I'm unoriginal and I also didn't know what else to do for my first video. So, I'm ImBranno in high definition. Yeah, okay. I'm not very prepared. You can tell I'm new. Don't bully me. I put it out on my Instagram that I was gonna do questions on Twitter, right? Because obviously, like, how else am I meant to get questions, you know? Twitter, obviously. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Let me move over here. I just honestly don't know what I'm doing. So the first question, this is by @Sparpathomas. Sparpathomas. Anyway, and it says, do you swim? Now I understand I'm 19 pairs of goggles, okay, and no, I don't really swim at all. Like, not professionally anyway, or not to a high standard. Obviously I swim casually, I mean, but yeah, I don't swim, to answer your question. Okay, so this one is by _Grace_Simpson_, and it said, how long's my hair? Let me pop these down here. I don't know exactly. Oh, it smells so nice, but I've been growing it since August 10th, my birthday. It's quite long. It takes a long time to dry, and no, I don't blow dry my hair or anything. I let it dry because otherwise it gets rid of the curls. I like the curls in my hair, you know. Okay, so I get this one a lot. This one is from Lifeofrumg. I mean, it's here, and it says, did I start TikTok as a joke, or was it something or is it something you always knew you were passionate about? Right, so TikTok itself, I didn't start, okay? I started it back in 2015 when it was Musical.ly, and the very first video I did, right, was as a joke. I thought I was absolutely hilarious, and yeah, I did one, and then the day after I did another. It just so happened to be that on the first day I did it, it was November 30th. The day after was obviously December 1st. And then my mate was like, do an advent calendar for Musical.ly. So I did, and I was in year 11 at the time, in school. It went down well, but badly at the same time, so I did sort of get bullied for it. I say bullied, it was very light-hearted bullying. It was more just constant digs from my friends. Like, I wouldn't get random people come up to me and take at me for it. But most people loved it. I have big lips, I have to keep them calm mixing. But yeah, most people loved it. Like, honestly, I was just going to leave it at that one time, but people were like, Tommy, do it again, do it again. So I did it again, and then again, and then again. And then this year, winter of 2018, one of my videos just popped off. It was the, she's on top of me, and it is hot, hot, hot. She said, come on, sweetheart, take it. That one, right? You know the one I'm on about. That one got like 300,000 views, and I was bragging to my friends. I was like, oh my God, I'm famous, blah, 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 blah. Obviously joking about. And then another 2 popped off during the advent calendar. I had 10,000 followers from it, literally within a week. So I was like, I could go somewhere with this. So I carried on. At first I was doing it very lightheartedly. But then it sort of got to the point where, in March, where I started taking it seriously. And then the goggle things happened. I do take it seriously now, or try to. I mean, it's TikTok, come on, Mark. I even tell myself to grow up. But I love making the videos, I love making people laugh, so I thought I'd carry on. Okay, so this question is from Shako 384257641, and it's sort of multiple questions in one, but they're all very good questions, so I thought I'd do it. It was, if you could time travel, this is number 1, when would you go? And personally, if I could time travel, I wouldn't. This is the best time to be alive. Like, a lot of people take it for granted, but like, people are like, oh no, I want to go back to a simpler time. But simpler times, bro, you didn't have medicine and whatever. And I wouldn't want to go into the future just because it spoils the want. So honestly, I wouldn't time travel. I mean, it would be lovely to, but if it was, I couldn't come back, then yeah, I wouldn't. My best childhood memory. So I was in year 3, 7 at the time. Me and my best friend, he came over, and my mum worked full-time at the time, so we had a thing called an au pair. Now it's basically like a stay-over nanny, so she lived with us. And we went in the conservatory, so we were just chilling in there because that's where all the toys were. And then suddenly, because we had fruit shoots, I can't remember who started off, I'm pretty sure it may have been me, but we had a water fight, me and my friend Aiden, through fruit shoot bottles, and they were the little ones, so they were about this big. My mum came in, right, I got beaten in front of him. I mean, at the time, like, it wasn't funny at all. So I can't speak, like, imagine I'm English and I can't speak properly. It was fun. Ooh. So the answer to number 3 is, and a very wise man once told me this, and it still rings true. So Justin Bieber once said, you need to go and love yourself. And a lot of people don't. You see it everywhere. A lot of people nowadays just don't love themselves. And I think you should. Since I started loving myself, people have loved me a lot more, and yada yada you. Where's my headband? My hair's annoying me. Okay, cool. And number 4 of that question was, if you had to pick a new name for yourself, what name would you pick? And honestly, I would change my name to Branno. It's my college nickname, and that's how, like, that's the tag I use for all my social medias. So I'll change my name to Branno. Next question! Water break. Do you have many regrets? If so, what's your biggest regret? Now, I don't believe that people should regret doing things, because at the end of the day it's just going to eat you up in the inside. So me personally, I don't have any regrets. There's things you learn from. I mean, everything you do, good or bad, the outcome, like, you learn from it. No, I don't have any regrets. I don't think you should live your life with having regrets, even if it says from a choice you made or a bad relationship or something you've done to someone. I don't think you should ever live in regret, because it will ruin you right now. You know, it'll eat up at you. So no, it's a good question. What do I like in a girl? Now, I get this a lot. Look, if people don't take life too seriously and they just can hold a conversation and joke around with me all the time, but also have deep conversations with me, then that's perfect. That's all I look for. If people only talk deep and can't mess about and have light-hearted, irrelevant conversations, then it's not for me. But then again, if it's only ever light-hearted and never deep, then again, it's not for me. Why have I never had a girlfriend? Okay, so this one, it's a 2-part thing. So I've been quite close to getting in a relationship twice in my life, and both times sort of same situation happened. There was massive miscommunication. I'm not going to say it was all their fault, because it wasn't. I'm not very good at replying, and it makes people think that I'm being distant with them, or maybe I've stopped liking them. But honestly, it's just how I am. I'm just a very conserved guy when it comes to replying on Snapchat or whatever. I haven't really had the chance, like, I've been very, very close once, and she ended up talking to another guy that which I don't blame her for. It did hurt, and she was like, look, I can't talk to you, I need to prove to this guy how much I like him, which, I mean, obviously it hurt me, but things happen. Like, again, it wasn't her fault, it wasn't my fault, but I was very torn up about it, and that was at the beginning of the year. And since I've only really dated 2 people, obviously they haven't worked either. So it's just one of those things. Look, a lot of people nowadays, without getting too deep, they just get into a relationship for the label of being in a relationship. So I like to say they get into a relationship because they want the relationship, they don't want the other person in the relationship, if that makes sense. Yeah, I need these American girls, bro. Where are you American girls at? Come over to London. Okay, I can't afford flying out to America yet, but when I do, I'm gonna steal every single one of you. Ooh, this is a good question. So Kelsey Simcoe asks, would you pursue an acting career? Yes, that's the short answer, yes. Long answer is so I did drama at GCSE, and I just love, because all acting is taking Tommy and not being him, and being this other person who could well exist somewhere in the world, or I could have well been if sort of I was carved that way. Like, kids at the end of the day are carved to how their parents want them, how their teachers want them, how all the influences around them, like friends, like everything like that. You're carved by the people you surround yourself with, whether it's through choice or through how you're born, okay? Now, acting for me is a way to take a step out of myself and just go crazy. Like, I love it. I do love acting. I'm not the best at it, but I do love it. So yes, I would pursue a career in acting. I need to stop looking at myself. I'm looking at myself in the little camera instead of the lens. I need to look into the lens, you know. So this one is from Katie May 0202, and I know you work hard in the gym to achieve what you have now, but how long did it take? You deserve to be proud of what you've done. Now, a lot of people call me an F-boy for stunting on my Instagram. Now, wait, hold up. Before I answer this question, if you don't follow my Instagram, just follow it. Like, it's the same as my YouTube. ImBranno, link will be in the description. I flex with what I've done, because I used to be 55 kg at 6 foot. Now, I don't know what that translates into if you're American or from elsewhere in Europe, but I was classed as underweight / borderline severely underweight for my height, and I got bullied for it a lot. It was both by friends, family, and people from school. Now, I say bullying very lightly, because they didn't intentionally bully me. However, it was just constant comments on my weight, on my appearance, that it took a toll on me. So it is like, it changed me for the good, so I'm happy for it, and it shaped who I am now. But yeah, I've been doing it since I was 16, so it's coming up to, so I'm 19 this year, and I started in December of 2016. Yeah, December 2016 I started, so it's taken about 2 years, and it's been very on and off. I've become a lot, like the first year I wasted a whole year of me training without gaining much size, because I didn't know what I was doing. But it's a learning curve, went through it, done it. I'm happy where I am now. It's only up, it's only way up. So this tweet is from Poppies75, and it's, how do you stay humble with all this blow up? I'm sort of humble, sort of not. So I do mess around a lot and make jokey comments that makes it seem like I'm an arrogant person, but like realistically, at the end of the day, like, I'm still a person. Like, just because I've got a little bit of clout, it doesn't make me better than anybody else. So this is from Leonie PBS, and it says, ImBranno, if you could choose what people would remember about you, what would you want it to be? Now, goggles. In a way, like, obviously I'm joking about, but in a way it's true. Like, I don't want people to remember me for my looks, because you can't change your looks. Like, I don't want people to remember me for my looks. I want people to remember me for who I am as a person, and goggles are the way that I show people, like, I'm not just this guy. Because on TikTok, like, there are a lot of boys who are attractive, who look the same, who do the same thing, and it is hard to make yourself original. Look, if you're scrolling through videos and you see someone with goggles on their head, you're going to be like, what the hell, what's he doing? And then if you carry on scrolling, or a couple of days go by and you're scrolling through again and you see me again, like, you're like, why is he wearing goggles again? Like, it's a completely different day, got different goggles, and it sort of draws attention. And obviously your boy is a low-key attention seeker, but yeah, there we go. I don't quite know how to end it. So I'm going to end this very awkwardly. Like, it's my first video, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, realistically. Like, the editing's probably really bad, but bear with me. It's all trial and error, isn't it? I will learn, I'll get better, I'll do better, and honestly, like, I want this to be as good as I can for you guys. So, I mean, if you enjoyed, my Twitter's in the description. If you want to ask me more questions, I might do another Q&A, depending on how many questions I get. Just subscribe, leave a like, it doesn't hurt anybody, it takes 30 seconds. And follow my Instagram. You know, just do it. Help me help you. The more feedback I get from this, and the more I get, the more I can carry on doing it. So yeah, peace. Who says peace in 2019? Who the hell am I?